Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Something is Killing the Children, issue number 18, brought to you by RatedComics. Now let's get to it. So we start off in the morning. This guy wakes up at 6 a.m. I don't know who he is just yet, but I imagine he has something to do with Erica's initiation that's supposed to happen later today. He showers, goes to the kitchen. Nice kitchen, by the way. The HGTV help you out with that? And gets himself some coffee. This brother does have the right idea on starting a morning just right. He goes outside his mansion on a beautiful morning and tells his butler with the cool mask on to find out how many monkeys is needed to release into the wild for a decent breeding population to get going in the Midwest of the United States. Very odd request to me, but hey, I'll read along. A red car pulls up and it's Jessica and Erica. I knew this guy had something to do with the initiation. They hug it out. They haven't seen each other for a while. Turns out this burly guy name is Gary Slaughter, and he introduces himself to Erica. Everything seems too cool when the man offers you eggs and bacon right before the initiation, but hey, you can't do this on a full stomach. And you know what the ladies say, a girl's gotta eat. We have more character building dialogue between Erica and Gary, but I will leave some meat on the bone with you guys in case you decide to buy the book. Link in description, by the way. Later, Gary reveals that his home is more than just a farm. It's the kind of place to do the kind of training we can't get away with in the city. Erica's shocked and asks if by training you mean fight monsters? Does that mean you keep monsters here too? Jessica tries to ease Erica in by saying some things you're just not ready for, but Gary casually answers, yeah, we keep monsters here too. He tells Erica to use the bathroom before they begin training as it'll be a long day. Or it might be so scary you might pee yourself. The barn's never been so eerie, and today in this book is no exception. The dogs and the wind blowing her hair in here definitely establishes the tension and the foreshadowing that is about to happen. Before Erica's training, Jessica tells her, okay, I can't go in with you, but Gary's gonna help you start things off, but you are on your own. She gives Erica some words of encouragement and some advice. Take care, he's gonna ask what your name is. You're going to tell him that you have no name. Then he's going to ask if you have her totem, and you're going to give him Octo. Oh man, I can't wait to see this translated into a TV show. When she walks into the barn, it's dark, and Octo lets out a little roar. Okay, you get the point. As she enters deeper into the darkness, Gary is there with different attire, yellow eyes indicating something is about to go down. Step into the circle, he says. He tells Erica, you have been chosen for induction into the Order of St. George. What is your family name? Erica listens to Jessica's instruction and says, I don't have a name. Good, Gary says. Hunters have no family. Do you have a totem? Erica hands over Octo and places him on the altar. Gary senses and asks if there is something inside of Octo. Erica says yes. Gary deduces that it wronged you and sent you down this path. Yes, says Erica. Do you remember what it did? Can you hold it in your memory? Yes, says Erica. Do you remember its eyes, child? We go into Erica's memory where her parents were devoured by a giant shadow creature while she hid in the closet. But she had the special sight, and so she grabbed the knife, and with the creature not invisible to her, she slashed it up and left it half dead. Now, somehow it's supernaturally stored in the octopus, Octo, all this time. I believe Erica's been using this, carrying it with her, the very thing that killed her parents, as a way to motivate her or something. But back to the deal. Gary says Octo protected you, and now it carries a monster in its chest, and it will determine whether you're worthy of protection. Is let out. Gary hits something that supernaturally triggers, and this oversized shadow monster emerges from Octo and lets out a menacing roar after being locked and stored in Octo. Why do I get the feeling that this wasn't supposed to happen, and this should have been much more contained since you're dealing with initiating a child? Even Gary knew something was up with his response there. This is by far executed very well in terms of storytelling and very impactful. Poor Erica, as this looks to be way too much to handle. Even Gary knew that and voiced his displeasure to Jessica. Though, I'm curious to see how this turns out. We do know from previous issues that Erica ultimately survives this. And her initiation journey of how she gets there from child to monster slaughter or whatnot is very compelling and fascinating, and this book is definitely well worth the read. I'm going to say this book is a perfect 10. 10 out of 10. Aces in my book. It was just, I have nothing to add or nothing to subtract from that. With that being said, Something is Killing the Children, issue number 18. What'd you think of the book? Comment below, let me know. If you haven't gotten a copy of your comic, go ahead and get your copy from RatedComics.com, link in description. If you like the content we're throwing up, Rated Comics will do really cool comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway. You know what to do. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.